What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Roll 88 coming at us live in the flesh and the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about Handy Sook, which is just a reversal of letters. A certain school shooting, right, that never really happened. And the parents that inherited like $250,000 houses, and now they don't have to put their kids through really anything. They probably won't. I mean, takes place in Connecticut, right? Um, yeah, these are your elitists that, you know, senators and all these other people, they don't have to do all the labor and work that all of us, um, poor people have to do in order to get by. Instead, they piggyback off our labor and they do acts like this, and they turn it to act whores where none of it's really real, and they're just putting on a vain show, and yeah, and then reaping the rewards, even though the rewards are temporary. They're temporal instead of eternal, right? They're not storing up treasures in heaven because they don't care about heaven. They're gonna enjoy this world and then they're gonna go to hell. This is how the elite work, okay? And they're gonna send us to hell if they can, and they're gonna mock us and our souls and our spirits. And honestly, it's their savior too, and they're gonna mock him too, which is not fair, because Jesus died for them too. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really tired. I'm ready to go home. I'm 100% Christian. My neck is 100% cuttable if you guys want to get that guillotine ready. And yeah, I'll just be waiting right here for you. I might take off though if you try to inject an RFID chip into me. I will flee to the mountains, or I will do something and you will never see me again. So anyways, I love you all very much. I honestly, everyone's all excited and everything. I happen to absolutely hate this time in history. It feels like, I'm almost done sinning, but these last few sins are going to drag me straight to hell. It feels like it feels like he's never coming back. It feels just, there's a lot of really negative things, and like I'm on my own. And I mean, I don't mean to put any of this on you. I can put my burdens onto Jesus, but I'm just saying, these are the times, right? And I don't know how we're in this world where people think that it's going to keep going this way for 100,000 more years or whatever. You gotta be kidding me, okay? The world's only about 6,500 years old anyways, right? You would rather, instead of adding up all the ages since like Adam, you would rather just have some scientists say, oh, we carbon dated this rock and it said 10 trillion years. Like, oh, I carbon dated my beard. Oh, it's 150 trillion years old. You see what I'm saying? Just because I say it doesn't make it true. And they're conditioning people to be liars these days. They're conditioning people to be hateful, to drag people to hell. They're conditioning them to accept the unacceptable, like RFID chips. Anyways, it reminds me of that South Park episode, right? Where they're like, Mr. Popper's Penguins, you'll see it. We don't care. Like, you'll watch whatever we want you to watch, right? And you will. And you'll do whatever they want you to do. And you will. Because you don't have that free will that you think you have. And, well, you don't practice it. You're the worst kind of sheep. I'm the best kind of sheep because I know my master's voice, Jesus Christ, and I follow him. You're the worst kind of sheep because you follow all the other sheep, and whatever. It's like y'all are trying to get intentionally lost with Satan, and then, he gives you your goat horns, and you're like, sweet, I could be a goat now. And that's not sweet, okay? That's terrible. You should never want to be a goat or a tare, which is fake wheat. But y'all don't care. Y'all seem to love it, so enjoy, right? Get your little RFID Shazam Superman powers, right? Shazam is, of the devil too, the lightning bolt, right? Of course, it's always been that way. Flash and Spider-Man and transhumanism and all this. Venom, the canopic oil DNA, right? That can infect a person and change exactly who they are and everything. But it's okay. Y'all will just take it, whatever they feed you, vaccines, again, RFID chips, whatever. You'll take it and you'll love it. And yeah, I would suggest watching They Live and then watching The Matrix and understanding that you're born into a womb, which is called the Matrix in Hebrew, and then you come into the world, which is just another matrix. This is Satan's matrix. So you go from a small matrix to an even bigger matrix. That's all it is. It's just like when they have these apostate buildings and they want to, well, let me see, they take everyone's money, right? And they build an even bigger apostate building. So you go from a small matrix to an even bigger matrix. And it has all the same problems of the small matrix, except now you feel a little less confined, right? But it's still a matrix, right? You feel exactly as confined as you did in the small matrix because you're growing up in the bigger matrix. You see what I'm saying? When you're in the small matrix, you're just a tiny little fetus, right? But when you're in the big matrix, you become an adult, right? And anyways, you want to go even bigger in the matrix? You got it. There's going to be Nephilim giants walking the earth. They've already told you that in the football commercials, and you didn't want to pay attention to those, so whatever. Give it some time. You'll see your Nephilim hybrids, and you'll love it that too, I'll bet. Which is just twisted, Aliens are demons. This is true. The poopy pope is going to lie to you guys. And he may be the Antichrist, because I looked up on Google who's the Antichrist. It said anybody who puts themselves in the place of Christ. That's exactly what the Pope does. Okay? Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The Pope is not Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He's Francis, okay? It's like Deadpool, right? What's your name? Francis? You know what I mean? Anyways, I digress. At any rate, like, comment, subscribe. Say, Jesus, forgive me, and come with me to heaven. Let's go, guys. It's time to go. Why do you want to stick around here? Why? I'm asking. Leave something in the comments. Tell me, oh, well, I have to see my kid graduate 6th grade. It's not important. None of this is important. None of this matters. It's all a vain show. Okay? All right. I love you all very much. And I'll speak with you again soon. God willing, of course.